Good morning, friends. Bobcat here in the Art Mines. It is a lovely day in April. It's about 85 degrees, and yes, it is Tuesday afternoon, and yes, I am not at work because I have been laid off. Again. More on that later. I'm going on an adventure. My beautiful 2014 Honda Valkyrie. I'm going on a treasure hunt. This map is about 80 years old. It's for a graveyard up in Baltimore. And I'm going to go look for somebody there. Going through my dad's stuff, I discovered that I have an aunt. She was only alive 2 days, from June 14, 1943 to June 16. And she's buried in this little cemetery up in Baltimore. And I know right where it is, actually. I've gone past it just over the years, and so I'm going to ride up and pay a little visit and say hi. Because I don't think anybody has in 80 years. My grandmother didn't talk about her at all. At all. I think I've heard the name mentioned twice, something like that. My sister knew of her, but never went to visit. My sister's 8 years older than me, so I know at least nobody has been there in the last 50 years. So let's go visit some family. I'll talk about the job stuff when I get back. So after an hour ride up, I'm in the children's section, but I can't find any marker. And I'm in the right place according to the map. It should be right here, and according to the dates nearby, I'm in the right spot. So it could be right in front of me. I could be sitting right on top. But there's no marker, so I have no real way of knowing. But it's lovely here, and it was a lovely ride. And it's important. No, get back here. It's important to me to try and find and visit family and just wish them well. I think the most we can hope for is that someone thinks fondly of us after we're gone, no matter how long it's been. So Patricia, Aunt Patricia, wherever you are, you are missed. You are missed. And, for being alive only 2 days in 1943, I know no other story about it. No health conditions. I have no idea. But you know, losing your child at only 2 days old, that that has to be a heavy weight to carry around, you know. And with my own child coming just a couple weeks away, um, that sort of thing is on my mind. But it's a lovely day. Time to get back to civilization, back home. Fortunately, it's only about an hour ride. I'm just north of Baltimore, so if I can get back in the mix before rush hour picks up, I should get home no problem. And then I can tell you about the month I've had. See you in a minute. Stay. So, lies. It's the next day. Traffic was stacking up on the way home, and I just didn't feel like recording anymore. So here we are. It is now Thursday. So working backwards, I got laid off Friday morning of last week. We heard rumors about people getting laid off, and then it just started to happen. 5 of us were let go. I was let go last because I had the day off prior Thursday. I guess I had the day off the day before when they were going to fire me, and then they just waited till Friday morning. And in the month running up to that, I have been a foreman, a construction foreman at a, it's called a SCIF, stands for Secure Classified Information Facility. Doing construction, doing a renovation. I'm not going to talk a hell of a lot about that because they asked me not to, and I'm going to respect that. But one of the biggest, most painful things about it was being a SCIF. That means no cell phones, no electronics of any kind. No headphones, no speaker, nothing with a rechargeable USB kind of port. And even I had to make an argument for my headlight because this is rechargeable with a micro USB. So they were like, I guess, but don't plug it in. So there we go. So I spent every day this last month or so, maybe 6 weeks, at this facility, being a foreman, which I've never done before, for construction, which I have very little experience in, leading several subcontractors with a couple of dozen people every day to the best of my ability. The site was a hot mess when I got there, and I would like to think that I left it in better condition than when I found it. I thought I was just going to be going to help out, and that was not the case. I get there, the foreman there is like, same company. The foreman there is like, hey, I'm being kicked off the site for reasons which were stupid. I'm being kicked off the site, so you're in charge now. With no warning. And then he takes all of the tools that he brought with him back out. They're company tools, mind you. But he takes all of them, leaves me with nothing. I don't have a screwdriver to my name that I didn't bring in because why would I? I was just helping out, and union or the employer provides tools according to union rules. So I had nothing to run a construction project. It would be so much easier if I had a tablet, but I couldn't even have a tablet provided by somebody. So I literally had binders about that thick, stacks of them. One of them was actually that thick, but stacks of binders with all of the information, supposedly, that I would need to do that. That kind of stuff I kind of understand, being a service tech and working on some similar equipment. But just be like, here you go put it in, good luck. It's been really hard. I haven't been crying every day on the way home, but it's been tough. And what's made it even harder was that this site is on the opposite side of town and out. It took me, I had to be there at 6:30 in the morning. I had to be on site and go through essentially airport security to get a visitor's badge to then leave that visitor center and go to a different site or a different building on this campus but I have to go back in through more airport security every time I came and went out of that building. Metal detector, wands, awkward looking under my clothes, all that. Every day, like 5 to 10 times a day. And then on the way home, it was easily 2 hours every day. So I'm losing 15 hours a week commuting, and I was losing, God, it must have been like $15 a day or more in tolls and gas, of course. It was tough. It was tough, bro. And then out of the blue, no warning, I hear, hey, heads up, people are getting let go. People are letting get. The most frustrating thing about it, the thing that really makes me angry, is that I'm expecting a kid. I was expecting to take advantage of the DC paid family leave. But what are you going to do? It's life in the big city. So I've been taking this week, going on a couple motorcycle rides, mostly just frantically doing like prepping in the house. In between the drive times, I've been like cleaning up the room that's going to be the nursery, cleaning up the room that my mother-in-law is going to live in when she moves here in like a day and a half. But anyway, that's where I've been this last month. I have been in essentially a professional purgatory. Those who have read The Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri, I have not, but you've heard of Dante's Inferno. They talk about purgatory. Skiffs are like purgatory. Don't recommend them. for all kinds of reasons, I don't recommend them. But yeah, it's been a month,